Lower humidities, very pleasant. Here's a live look from our Storm Team Tower Cam from the BJCC. Nothing but blue sky in between those buildings. Temperatures for the BJCC right now sitting in the low 70s. Highs today in Birmingham hit 74. A little bit warmer in Tuscaloosa right now, sitting at 72 there. Moundville's at 75. And temperatures to our north already slipping into the upper 60s even right now. For the next 12 hours with that clear sky, those temperatures are going to settle in the mid 60s by midnight, on their way into the 50s by early tomorrow morning. I expect a dry night tonight, but we could see a couple of stray showers for your Wednesday. Nothing to wash out those midweek plans, but again, a hit or miss shower is possible. I'll have the timing of tomorrow's potential rain. That's ahead in your Storm Team 7-day forecast. Sherry.
Ashley, thank you. Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin announced the city's fiscal year 2020 proposed budget before the Birmingham City Council this morning. CBS 42 News reporter Robert Sherman attended that meeting. He spoke with Mayor Woodfin after he presented the budget. And Robert, we know the city has had some particular challenges to meet its pension obligation. What did you and the mayor talk about today?
That's right, Sherry. Mayor Woodfin told me that as he and his staff were putting together this budget, they had a list of priorities in mind. And right at the top of that list were two things. One was funding the pension, as you just mentioned, but the other one was neighborhood revitalization. Tarkisha Ballard has been a proud resident of the Smithfield neighborhood since 1995. But the community she loves has aesthetically seen better days.
It's a problem. I've actually called, made complaints. Anybody that I could reach out to, I've reached out to.
But no luck. Today, weeds grow high above our camera lens and dance in the wind. Streets sit caked in debris and dirt, and potholes spiderweb across the roadways. But when the Magic City Classic comes to town, things are different here.
The city workers will come through and just clear out all the debris, the trash, the overgrown trees and stuff, but that's just only once a year.
Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin tells us that these are common issues seen throughout the 99 Birmingham neighborhoods. But the budget that his office proposed Tuesday morning to the Birmingham City Council is meant to address them.
We're happy to say that we put in $14+ million in his budget towards neighborhood revitalization.
Here's a breakdown of the proposed numbers. An additional $8 million will go towards street paving, whereas demolition and weed abatement will receive an added $4.75 million. For Tarkisha Ballard, she's excited about the proposed budget, believes that change might finally be on the way.
Wow, it's hope. It's hope. You know, I hope this budget passes so that we will see a lot of improvements in the Smithfield community.
And Sherry, when you take a look at the 2020 fiscal year budget, there is a lot to unpack here, with monies being allocated towards education, neighborhood revitalization, public safety, city worker benefits. There's a lot there, which is why we have a more in-depth breakdown on our website, CBS42.com, right now. Reporting live in Birmingham, Robert Sherman, CBS 42 News, local coverage you can count on.
Robert, thank you. Some other news for you today. A terrorism researcher says the son of Hoda Muthana, the woman who left her home in Hoover to join ISIS back in 2014, is sick and should be brought to the United States. In a letter to the court, Ann Speckard says Muthana's 20-month-old son appears to have chronic bronchitis and is not behaving like a healthy, normal young child. Speckard is recommending the child be allowed to join his grandparents in the United States to get medical care. Muthana's father has filed a lawsuit in an effort to force the U.S. government to let her and her son back into the country. Thousands of University of Alabama students have moved back home for summer break. Each year, many of those students leave items behind in their apartments and their rental homes. Tonight, CBS 42 News reporter Tim Reed shows us what police officers are doing to keep that property safe for the summer.
If you see more Tuscaloosa and UAPD police officers on patrol this summer near campus, that's because officers are stepping up their patrols to make sure criminals are not breaking into student housing. Allison Young doesn't take chances when she leaves her house. The University of Alabama student always makes sure her doors are locked.
Because it's really comforting to know that they're out there and they're still patrolling more heavily.
Young is talking about more police officers patrolling her street off campus. During summer months when students go home for break, many leave valuables at their rental houses. That's why police are increasing patrols to be more visible.
Sometimes it is scary because people are walking down the street at night sometimes and you don't really know what they're up to. So it's nice having like police patrolling and just knowing that they're watching out for you.
We ask you to secure your belongings, and the way you do that is that you remove your valuables from plain view. So that people that are walking past or driving past can't just see through your residence or your apartment to see what it is that you have in there.
Lieutenant Richardson says if they catch bad guys committing burglaries, they will be arrested and prosecuted.
We are out and we're patrolling the areas as much as possible, and we're taking note of everything that is going on.
This student tells us she's glad to know that more police are watching out for her and her 4 roommates.
Yeah, I know some of them was worried about like their cars being here, so I think they'll be relieved to know that like UAPD is watching out.
Police officials tell us they usually expect burglaries to increase during the summer months. In Tuscaloosa, Tim Reed, CBS 42 News, local coverage you can count on.
Tim, thank you. We continue monitoring the debate on the abortion bill in the state Senate. Coming up, Jack Royer has an update from the Montgomery courthouse. We're from Montgomery when we return. Also, just ahead, a Blount County school helps a father reunite with his children.
You're watching CBS 42, local coverage you can count on with Sherry Jackson, Jack Royer, Chief Meteorologist Ashley Gann, and sports with Chris Brees. This is CBS 42 News at 6.
New and very exciting for you at 6. A family is reconnecting with a loved one who's been deployed in Iraq for nearly a year. This is some video of Sergeant Jaron Garton surprising his son and daughter at Southeastern School in Remlap today. Garton spent the last year in Iraq serving for the Alabama National Guard. He was deployed there last Father's Day, and he says words cannot describe the feeling of reuniting with his family.
It was heart melting because, you know, trying to hold back my emotions and to be strong for them, to support them when they you know, were in shock. So it was quite a shock for me to try to figure out how I was supposed to respond to be strong for them.
His family says they're going to spend the night watching movies and reconnecting. You can watch our full report of Garton's surprise right now only on CBS42.com, and we thank you for your service. Still ahead here, we're continuing to follow the Senate debate on the state's abortion bill. Jack Royer joins us live with State Representative Marika Coleman coming up.
You're watching CBS 42, local coverage you can count on. This is CBS 42 News at 6.
I'm Jack Royer, back live in Montgomery in front of the Alabama State House tonight, where, as you can see behind us, protesters are here to tell lawmakers, these protesters at least, believe that abortion should remain legal in Alabama. This is a reproductive health issue for women. Let's talk now with Assistant Minority Leader, Representative Marika Coleman.
Yes.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
What do you want to say to the people out there watching that agree with these people, but know that this will eventually, at least despite legal challenges, probably become law?
Well, what I want to tell the listening audience, the folks that are watching, is that this is part of being a part of the polity. You have a right as a citizen of the state of Alabama to tell us legislators what it is you want from us. And I'm excited about them being here, not for the issue, but excited that folks are here to tell these legislators we want to keep the law the way it is today. And if you want it to pass, this is an amendment that I tried to get on the bill, the lawmakers have to pay for it themselves, that the taxpayers do not want to foot the bill for a constitutional illegal piece of legislation.
That will likely face legal challenge.
Sure.
What do you say, though, to people in this state who have a firm belief that abortion is murder and do not want abortion to be legal? How do you combat that point of view if you want to?
Well, if you don't believe in it, you don't have one.
Right.
And, you know, I serve a forgiving God. I serve an omnipotent God. And a lot of these people are Christians, and they're judging people who are making decisions that are best for the woman and between the woman and their doctor. So have some compassion. You have no idea what a person's situation is. We could not even get an amendment put on the bill in the House of Representatives for an exception for rape and incest. That is unconscionable to think that someone who has endured those things would be forced to carry a pregnancy forward under those traumatic situations.
If you can, in 10 seconds, what does this polarization say about the state of political play in our state?
Well, I think it's the state of political play in the country right now. This is a very polarizing issue. I'm hoping that we can come together on some consensus, but the taxpayers should not bear the brunt of the cost of this legislation. So call your legislators.
A lot to follow with this. You can do it on CBS42.com. Sherry will be back in just a bit.
Jack, thank you. You hear the protesters out there inside. They are debating this bill. We'll have much more on that tonight at 10 o'clock. Let's get you now to what's happening in the skies.
Yeah, clear sky, sunshine for us across central Alabama and feeling quite nice out there this evening. Temperatures right now in Tuscaloosa sitting at 79 with that north wind making things feel quite pleasant out there. A crisp 72 in Birmingham and cooler to our north, 69 there in Hamilton with 68 in Coleman. As we look at the sky this evening, staying completely clear, and those temperatures are expected to start dropping into the 60s. Hamilton, Coleman, you've already done that, and we'll continue to see those numbers slide to the low 60s just after midnight tonight, where we'll bottom out this evening in the 50s and some cool 50s at that. Notice the numbers. Hamilton, your low tonight at 50, Reform at 55. You'll be waking up to a pair of 5s in Utah as well. But temperatures will climb. Some of the warmest numbers tomorrow will be in West Alabama, where we'll see those low 80s from Fayette to Tuscaloosa. For central Alabama, those numbers north of I-20 will be pretty cool in the upper 40s. Jasper, Coleman, Asheville, and Pell City. And then highs tomorrow rebounding nicely back to around 80 degrees. Low to mid 70s from Coleman, Aniana, and Asheville. Upper 70s there as we move towards Pell City. And to our east, this will be some of the coolest air that we have tomorrow morning. It may be another jacket kind of a morning for some folks, where we're seeing mid to upper 40s from Lineville all the way up to Heflin. Temperatures in East Alabama will be in the upper 70s, low 80s from Talladega down towards Rockford. Futurecast for the remainder of tonight, staying clear. Winds out of the north. We'll see a subtle shift in those winds out of the south for tomorrow. Notice morning cloud cover. We will see a few pockets of clouds west of I-65 as we start the day, and then a little rain. 10 a.m. tomorrow, North Alabama, and then that slides into Etowah County by 11 a.m. Could see some of that clipping Aniana, Asheville, and on into Anniston. But notice most of the rainfall tomorrow stays in that northeast corner of our viewing area. And then Wednesday afternoon, maybe Hamilton, Fayette sees a spot of a shower into Jasper. So again, I'll call for a stray shower for your Wednesday and Thursday. Shouldn't be a washout or overly disruptive. And then on into that summer heat, back near 90 Friday and on Saturday. And that